NextGen community. Today we have Karan Singh. Am I saying that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Karan Singh. Karan Singh was one of the original NextGen candidates when we started developing the program, I think about a year ago. And we wanted to document and just explore his journey through construction. He's had a great one and he's had some great successes. So we'll talk about that. So we're going to just get right into it. Karan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Just a brief introduction.
I came to Canada like 2 years ago for my higher studies. I did my civil engineering from India, and I had 3 years work experience in construction industry back home. And then I thought, yeah, Canada is one of the rising construction industry hub here. So I make a decision to move forward to Canada. I studied project management for 2 years, and I always want to be in the construction industry. And then, yeah, that's the way I started in.
How did you get the idea that you want to be in construction? Like, where did that passion come from? Was it from a young age?
It always, because my dad was the builder and a general contractor, so I grew up seeing him into the construction always. And then, yeah, he always take me to the construction sites, like from the early ages when I was small. So from there, I started building my interest into the construction. And then after that, I always wanted to be a civil engineer. So I started my civil engineering there. And then I worked 2 years in India with one of the finest tunneling industry, like a tunneling construction company. And then 1 year I worked with my dad. So I had a little bit of experience in high rise before coming to Canada.
Oh, that's wonderful. You got to work with your father. And you know, it's so interesting because even on these videos, as well as, you know, some of the reports and stats that we talk to associations with, a lot of people who enter into construction still come through word of mouth and referrals, you know, whether it's family or friends. So it's so interesting. You're just another part of that statistic, which I think is great, because I think people should be advocating if they're in construction for the construction industry. So that's wonderful. So I always ask, did you have a role model or did you have a mentor during your beginning stages in construction? And I'm wondering if your father is one of them, but you could have other ones outside of your
Exactly. So, but yeah, as my mentor, like my father, he trained me a lot, like, you know, the basic things of construction, the way it works, right? The basic ethics to how to be successful in the construction industry. So he was always a mentor. And then I came into, you know, when I came to Canada, I got Tony Antonelli. He's one of the finest superintendent Amico has it. So he's always a mentor to me. And you were always a mentor to me. You guide me all, you know, you and Mike, Robert, you guys were always with me. So I'm really happy to have you guys to guide me on a proper way. So where I'm right now, it's just, I would say it's all because of you guys, and then, you know, Tony, he's always guiding me here while I have any problems, anything in construction. He's the one, like, he's helping me a lot in that. So.
Oh, that's so great to hear. And, you know, I'm interested because when NextGen found you and we first started having these conversations, you know, it's so funny. I'm actually doing a segment to help grads who've exited the school programs, post-secondary or whatnot, into their entry-level positions. And how do you find those positions? What barriers did you face when you left school here in Canada?
First of all, the knowledge, right? It's really hard to, you know, every day there's a challenge in construction, right? Every day there's something, but you gotta be patient. You gotta be like really hard working with the people, your seniors, your mentors. You gotta listen to them, and you gotta adopt certain time and work ethics to be, you know, to go through that barriers, right? The first thing I always like, it's like there's a like, you know, you gotta, I don't know about these things, the lack of knowledge, I would say. So that's the like, you know, the major barrier that everyone needs to face, right?
Right, because there's just so many different moving parts and
Exactly.
Where you fit in, right?
And then even, you know, even when I was always like, you know, I was from back home, I had a experience in tunnel industry. So I always wanted to be like, there's certain points, there's going to be like, that will come after your studies, that you got to choose right path, right? Not right path, I would say, like one you're really interested in. And then I finally, got into construction because I follow a lot of my mentors.
Right, and I think you're right. That's absolutely a barrier when you're first starting in the field or in the career path is, which avenue am I going to take? Because there's so many different pathways you can take into a long-term career path. But, you've done it kind of the way it seems, where you've gone through the people you enjoy, the culture you enjoy, the projects you enjoy. And I always say it doesn't necessarily have to be a linear path. It doesn't have to be a straight shot. It could be a pathway that's guided, and maybe it's a little wonky, but it's guided by the people that you meet, the projects that you take on, what you end up loving, what you decide, I don't really like that part of this job. And it's such a fluid and organic experience. And that's why we always call this the pathway, because it doesn't have to be linear, but part of the barrier is learning all those pieces as they're falling into place.
And I would say, like, Amico is one of the growing company in construction. As I was really interested after, I came in, and I know that Amico has a lot of divisions to work with. Like, they have high rises, they have infrastructures. Now they are doing the LRT project. So this company, when you get connected, like, that either way, like, you can hop onto different projects, and that's the thing. Like, you learn, you get that knowledge from one, like, you're working in one company and you can work in different divisions to get all that knowledge. So I was really curious to, maybe after working in a high rise, I might go to the infrastructures to learn bridges and LRT. So that attracts me a lot in Amico.
Yeah, you have a lot of movement that you're able to take within just one organization, and that is excellent. One of the things I wanted to know is you have been successful in I think it's just over a year now, but your first year, I mean, I've heard from the managers over at Amico, and they're very impressed with your work ethic and your knowledge and your ability to persist. And, I want to know, what qualities do you feel you have that has been able to help you on this, this first journey into your career?
I would say one of my biggest strengths here is that in construction, it doesn't matter if it's your senior, it's your junior, or whatever people working around you. You should never be shy in asking any type of questions. That's gonna take you, if you're gonna ask, like my father always says the one thing, like, he who asks a question is fool for 5 minutes, and he who doesn't ask a question is fool forever. So that quote, like, that helped me a lot. So okay, you don't have to be shy. If you don't know, just accept it. That's fine, because you're starting your career right now. If you don't know, people's gonna be there. You gotta ask them, and they will 100% help you out. So first of all, you should not have the shy nature. Don't be shy in asking anything from like even your juniors, even your seniors. So you should have to adopt that kind of attitude and work.
So what is the single biggest piece of advice you could give to a newcomer or a youth who is coming into this industry? What's the single biggest piece of advice you could give them from your experiences?
So I would say they should, like, as I started on, like, they should be really hardworking in industry. That's one of the biggest advice I would give them. And then, because even construction, like, you will get a lot of chances to improve yourself. So don't be shy, just be hardworking, and then I'm pretty much sure they will successful in this industry.
Just keep persisting. Yeah.
Persisting.
We get that a lot. Just keep working, keep focusing. And like you said, ask the questions of what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to want you to do it right. The managers or anyone who's mentoring you, they're going to want you to do it right, but they won't know that you don't know unless you say something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And of course, like, it takes time to build up habits in yourself. It's obviously new students and new people getting into the construction industry. We can't expect that they should know everything, right? It's in every industry, but that's the best part of the construction, that it gives you time. It gives you, people give you time to adopt the good habits, good nature, and then obviously knowledge comes as with the experience as you go forward, right? You just keep work hard, keep working, keep persistent. So.
No, that's great. And I'm going to switch gears on you a little bit here. You were one of the first cohorts and first students to enter into the NextGen Leadership Program. And that's something, again, that we are developing and rolling out right now with our clients. And I do believe that some of the success that you've had has come through that program as well. So can you maybe take us through the program and some of the knowledge that you've gained and maybe some of the knowledge that you're currently implementing into your day-to-day?
Okay, so NextGen, when I started with NextGen, we had 6 sessions, and then there were really good mentors to us like Daryl, Craig, Mike, Agnes, Robert. So you guys, yeah, first I would say I started like one of the best. I got the personal coaching with one of the good professionals like Daryl and Craig. They gave me a lot of personal sessions, and which I like. There's a lot of things what I don't know, but when I went to this program, I learned a lot. Like I've improved a lot while doing my scheduling, the way I need to, the way I have to, present myself in front of my clients, in front of my subcontractors. So earlier when I started the program, I wasn't aware of all these things. But as far we went through all the sessions, and then I got a lot of things that that it helped me a lot in going forward right now to work with. Like I made a lot of different a lot of scheduling I've done that I've learned from Daryl a lot. So he helped me a lot in just developing my personal development, I would say like building my personal development, and then even like in my then professionally too. So that NextGen had helped me a lot in building my professional and personal attitude or habits.
Oh, wonderful. Are you feeling more confident? You had mentioned your scheduling and being with your clients. Are you feeling a little more confident with them?
Yes, like now these days, earlier I was a little bit of, a little bit, I would
Of
feel
course, you just
I
started.
don't have knowledge. I don't have a proper direction, like how we should do it. I know, okay, we got to do it, but how we should do it. So like with the NextGen program, that helped me a lot to develop all these things, the way I should present myself into the customer. So now I feel confident in what I'm talking about. And I know I have to, like I have a planning, I have another 3-4 months planning. So I feel really confident in front of my subcontractors and my clients to present myself.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm so happy you guys went through the program. We had a successful year, and I'm sure all the certifications are going to get mailed out soon, so you'll be able to frame that and put that on the wall. And I know, like I had mentioned, that Amico was very happy with your success, and I love your journey just because you did start, from a post-secondary education, and you had to kind of figure out the ropes, and we were able to navigate you, but truly you've done it on your own in a sense, because you've been able to persist and be ambitious, and you're so positive all the time, which is why I wanted to put you on this call. So Karan, thank you so much for all your information, all your feedback, and your support to the NextGen program over the last year. Hopefully this won't be the last video we have you on. I would love to kind of continue your career path and focus on what you've been developing and where you've been going. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on to the call.
Thank you so much from my side too. Thank you so much, because you all guys were so helpful, so guiding all the time. And then I it really helped my career. Where I am right now, I would say there's a big hand in Next Generation to where I am right now. So thank you so much to the team of Next Generation to help me out whenever I need your help. You guys were always there. So thank you so much once again. Next Generation.
That's what we're here for. Perfect. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Sure, Agnes. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye.